Hi, it's Richard Schulman from Keller Williams Realty, and now that we've inspected your home, it's time for us to try to evaluate the condition of the home and ask the seller for credit or compensation for things that we didn't expect to be wrong with the home. So we've gone over the inspection, we've had our vendors bid out the different items for repair to kind of get an idea of what it will cost to get everything in the home up to speed. From there, what we're going to do is prepare a request to the seller, asking them to either make repairs or credit us for those things. Now, every situation is different, and I'll try to walk you through some general ideas, but it's really important to have a thorough conversation with your agent at this time so that you get a really good idea of what is the best process to take to get the best result. Now, keep in mind the seller's not going to make repairs to everything, and depending on the age or the visual condition of the home, it may be that it's more likely to have more things wrong with it. For example, a fixer house is more likely to have more things wrong, and thus the market would probably determine that more of the systems will probably be wrong. A fully remodeled house or a newer home should have fewer things wrong, and we should have a higher expectation level. Ultimately, our threat to the seller is that we're not going to consummate this transaction unless they make a certain level of compensation to us. And the seller's threat to us is that they're not going to go through with a certain level of compensation and put the pressure on us. So ultimately what it comes down to is an economic decision between buyer and seller over the appropriate level of compensation. So we ask for a certain number and the seller makes a counteroffer, and we sort of have to hash that out. It's something that we've done hundreds of times and we're very skilled at. We can give you the best possible advice scenario to scenario. Now, some rough ideas on your sort of average home with full 7 systems that we talked about. I would expect that 1 to 2 of the systems would be severely delinquent, that is needing total replacement or soon needing total replacement, and maybe 1 more system would be, partial life. Like you'd have a 15-year air conditioner and your roof would be at the end of its life. That would be an example of a partial and a fully delinquent system. Those are pretty much the market averages. It doesn't necessarily influence what an individual seller may or may not do, but just to give you a sense that when you walk into a home, it's very likely that you're going to have some big things to be done. Most of the systems cost between $5,000 and $15,000. We can give you better pricing when we meet with you and look at each individual home, but that should give you an idea that we really recommend on a single family home to have about $10,000 to $15,000 aside for non-cosmetic repairs. And keep in mind the seller's not going to be compensating you generally for cosmetic repairs because that's something you've already baked into your purchase price as part of the offer. Now on a condo, you have dramatically less exposure. Really the only thing you own in a condo is the HVAC system, and we recommend that you almost always anticipate to replace those because in our experience, the most likely scenario is that it's at least older or at the end of its life. So there's a lot of scenarios like with everything, and our agents will sit down with you one-on-one to go over the best outcome for you.